From getting better in the short term with their all-star guard out to making the best trades before the deadline, these are the three areas the Suns need to address with Devin Booker out of the picture. The Phoenix Suns have lost 8 of their last 9 games and previously lost 5 straight before going on a 3-game win streak.
Switch. Takes it. Don't do that. Pulls the nutmeg on it.
Clearly, this team is having a really tough time on the courts these days. Do you know how Phoenix can get better in the short term with its all-star guard out? For one thing, the Suns need to be giving center DeAndre Ayton more opportunities. Either Ayton hasn't been consistent enough, or the team's faith in the former #1 pick of the 2018 NBA draft has dwindled. Ayton had 31 points in the Suns' loss to the Washington Wizards back on December 28th, but the team still lost by 25 points. On Friday, January 6th, Ayton had 23 points on 20 field goal attempts with 14 rebounds. A valiant effort, but he could be producing at a higher clip if he was given the keys to unleashing his true potential. Starting forward Mikal Bridges also has a chance to step up, but over the course of several games, he struggled with putting up the kind of numbers that we know he's capable of. Backup guard Dwayne Washington Jr. has been a positive force off the bench, and there are 2 other backup guards that really have the potential to give the Suns a boost: Josh Okogie and Damian Lee. The only problem is, the Suns will need to find creative ways to share the basketball and get all 5 of their starters at or near double figures, which happened on the road in their 125-108 win over the Memphis Grizzlies.
Crowding Chris Paul, Ayton with the screen. Pick and pop for Ayton, and it's a 1-point game.
Both Josh and Damian assisted 26 of 43 shots in that game, which took place on December 27th. Despite their current struggles, did you know that the Suns have been one of the best team-oriented organizations in basketball over the last 3 seasons? True story. It's what propelled the team to the best regular season record in the NBA from the 2020 NBA bubble through last season. But a question everyone's asking now is, what can Monty Williams do? We know that Williams can scheme to set up others, and the Suns do have Paul, who would rank 4th in the league in assists per game at 8.3. And let's not forget that the Suns still have some powerful weapons in their war chest. They still have Ayton, and Bridges offers the team a strong catch-and-shoot option. One thing with Bridges, though, he needs to take more shots off the dribble to benefit the team. Bridges' field goal percentage is 35.3% on pull-up shots and only 29% from the 2-point range. He's currently second among the Suns in assists per game with 3.2 since Booker and Payne are out. But what Phoenix really needs is for Bridges to bring the basketball up the floor more frequently.
Bridges has Mills checking on him defensively. Mikal with a tough turnaround, hits the deck, gets the finish and the foul.
So Paul can play off it to start offensive sets. Whichever playbook Phoenix decides to run with, they'll have to employ a system that gets more players involved because the current strategy clearly isn't working. No player can possibly make up for Booker, so the team has to get creative with its passing plays and open up more opportunities. In the meantime, the third area the Suns need to address with Devin Booker out is trades. With the NBA's trade deadline approaching as fast as Booker can sprint, the Suns will no longer be able to trade after 3 p.m. Eastern Time on February 9th. If the Suns maximize their trades, they might end up with some very interesting results. Phoenix is linked to Washington Wizards forward Kyle Kuzma. Kuzma would be a huge and much welcomed addition to the Phoenix Suns franchise, who are looking to add depth at the 4 and will benefit one Cam Johnson. Kuzma has 1 more year after this season on his 3-year, $39 million contract with the Lakers before unrestricted free agency.
How about Ja Rule? We're not going to get Ja Rule anymore? He got some hits too.
He got some hitters, this Kyle Kuzma.
This gives the Suns the ability to maximize a championship window. The Suns also have the ability to trade previous starting forward Jay Crowder. Trading Crowder would likely give the Suns some solid, valuable assets in return. Suns fans want to know if DeAndre Ayton can be traded after January 15, and the answer is yeah. Some Suns fans would like to see Ayton traded for Kevin Durant, but something tells me that's not going to happen, considering the Brooklyn Nets are pursuing a championship. Do you know what would be a great trade for the Suns, though? Trading DeAndre Ayton for the Toronto Raptors' Fred VanVleet. Now that would be a hell of a trade. Now we're talking. You'd be hard-pressed to find a trade in the NBA that would be more mutually beneficial. You know why? because Ayton has proven that he can be a productive two-way player without demanding the ball a lot. You throw Ayton into the mix with Scotty Barnes and Pascal Siakam to split primary ball handling duties, you're creating big lineups with Gary Trent Jr. as the shortest starting player. Raptors coach Nick Nurse wants an aggressive defense, and bringing Ayton on board would give him the rim protection and rebounding that he needs to be effective. But the Phoenix Suns would also benefit from the trade, big time. When it comes to building a team around Chris Paul, the Suns are clearly reaching the end of the line. Van Vliet would give the Suns a proven scorer with real-world championship experience, which would mesh nicely with Monty Williams while letting Devin Booker be the offense's focal point. For now, though, the Suns have bigger problems than trades. Did you know that the Suns are the NBA's most injury-ravaged team? And because of this, their performance has suffered as a result. Chris Paul joined Devin Booker, who hasn't played since the Suns' Christmas Day loss against the Nuggets due to a groin injury. With the Suns' injury report growing, their only option seems to be trade chips to stay competitive in the Western Conference. This is where Charlotte Hornets forward Jalen McDaniels comes into play.
Turned it over. A run out for McDaniels.
Only a few teams have shown interest in trading for McDaniels, and the Suns are one of them. It's possible the Suns could acquire McDaniels, a 6'9" combo forward, in a three-team deal that involves trading Jay Crowder to a contending team. McDaniels is a promising player for the Hornets, despite the fact that the Hornets are one of the worst teams in the NBA. The Hornets are also dealing with injuries as well. Gordon Hayward and Kyle Oubre Jr. are hurt, and McDaniels has stepped up to the plate to defend multiple positions on the court. McDaniels spaces the floor, and he has a reliable three-point shot. Over the course of 41 games, McDaniels has averaged 10.9 points, 4.9 boards, 1.1 steals, and 1.2 made threes per game. Do you still think McDaniels belongs in Charlotte? The Suns shouldn't hesitate to make a move to acquire the 24-year-old forward because he'll gel nicely with the Suns' key playmakers, Devin Booker and Chris Paul. McDaniels would also give the Suns a potent forward to defend some of the best scorers in the NBA, alongside elite defenders such as Mikal Bridges and Torrey Craig. Can somebody please get this guy a plane ticket to Phoenix? And it won't be easy to find someone to pair nicely with Booker because he's extremely fast. No, seriously.
They look to see where that toe is pointing a lot of times.
Booker works his way laterally and then
He's literally the fastest player in the NBA. The proof is in the pudding, and the numbers just don't lie. At the NBA Draft Combine in 2014, Booker ran the three-quarter sprint in 3.28 seconds, flat. Booker also completed the lane agility drill in a lightning-fast 10.27 seconds. His combined time of 13.55 seconds across the two drills mean he is the fastest of any active player in the NBA. Ladies and gents, those are the three areas the Suns need to address with Devin Booker out of the picture.